My name is Mary and I've been living in Germany for over 27 years. I am originally from a town called Kells in County Meath, just northwest of Dublin. It's not every day you run into a German author who writes novels set in Ireland and lives round the corner from you. I have read Kerstin Pukowski's German novels and I have been touched by Kerstin's love and knowledge of Ireland. It is obvious that she portrays this love of the country and particularly Killarney in her crime novels. In her first book, Cliffs of Moher Dark Secrets, Kerstin has presented an entertaining fictional novel which combines a love story, a family secret and a whodunit. The German version is light and simply written, which allows the reader to quickly immerse themselves in the story, accompanied by a wonderful and very often exact description of the landscape of Southern Ireland. An Irish reader like myself could even start feeling homesick as you travel through the bog roads and walk through Granny's mansion, which reminds me of my childhood home. I like the protagonist Ella, who grew up in Germany but has Irish roots, and it is refreshing to see her character develop in the book as her love of Ireland, her granny and Detective Ryan grow. Each character is engaged in finding the murderer and the suspense continues right to the end. I'm going to read an excerpt out of the English translation. It is at the beginning when Ella is looking for a cottage for her 2-week holiday in Ireland and the estate agent is acting rather strange. She saw no contract, no documents, nothing. Only now did she notice that the lady had no papers with her. Where was she going to sleep tonight if she had changed her mind and did not want to rent the cottage to her? Is everything okay, or have you changed your mind? Then please tell me right away. I need a place to stay tonight and it's past 2 and... Panic rose in her. If necessary, she had to go to one of those expensive hotels, at least for tonight. Tomorrow she might look for another hotel or even somewhere else. It's all right, Ella Bridget Riley. That is your full name, isn't it? The lady asked, but it was more a statement than a question. Her eyes seemed to be glued to Ella's lips and now longed for an answer. How? I don't understand. What do you mean? How do you know my middle name? Ella was completely confused. Who was this woman and how did she know her full name? Did she give it to her in the phone call? No, Ella was absolutely certain. I have waited so long for this moment and I didn't think it would happen. But God had mercy, she said, and had tears in her eyes. Ella looked at her with her mouth open and could not understand what was going on. A completely strange woman was standing there and speaking in riddles. Was it a joke? Like candid camera? Ella thought and looked carefully around the corners of the room to see if there was anything suspicious. What do you mean? What do you want from me? I don't understand what... Before Ella could go on speaking, she interrupted her. I don't know how to tell you and what you already know about me, but I'm Bridget Riley, your grandmother, she said softly, and a tear ran down her cheek. But she remained composed, unlike Ella, whose knees were now weak. She felt as if everything was spinning around her and the ground opened up under her feet. This couldn't be. It was impossible. This woman was Mrs. Murphy. She had called her this morning and they had an appointment. Was this woman crazy? Who was she really and how did she know her name? But I'm here to see Mrs. Murphy, Ella said, unsettled, and the lady's words echoed in her head like chimes of bells and became louder and louder. Yes, that is my associate. I am Bridget Riley, the mother of your father, Ryan Riley, she replied in a calm voice, looking at Ella with a firm look. Ella's life ran in fast motion back to the time when she was alone with her mother, the long, empty time after her father had died so early. And there was no one left but the two of them. She heard her mother's words that Dad was now with his parents in heaven and that he would wait for them there until they both came to join him one day. Various images, scraps of words and feelings from all those years now raced past, and each one seemed to drain more and more of her strength. Question after question piled up whether what this woman said here was the truth or just a bad joke. Could it be that her mother had deliberately lied to her for so long